Motor is always connected to pinion. So NP means 1440 RPM speed of pinion. 150%. Now starting torque is 150% of rated torque. So which factor is this? Yes, everyone. What is the definition of service factor? Service factor is maximum torque upon rated torque or starting torque. For electric motor it is starting torque upon rated torque. So starting torque is 150% of rated torque. That means CS is 150% divided by 100. That is 1.5. Service factor is given indirectly 1.5. It may not be given directly. Starting torque is 150%. So if you take rated torque as 100, starting torque is 150. Are you getting it? That's why CS is equal to 150 upon 100. That is 1.5. Okay. Next is speed reduction is 4:1. So what is this? I is equal to 4:1 means this value is equal to 4. I is 4. What next? Rotation. But in the equation we use Fs, not FOS. Kilowatt CS is that formula, module determination. Okay. So factor 31.5. What is this? Pinion and gear are made of material plain carbon steel, for which SUT ultimate tensile strength is 600 MPa. Is it given 600 MPa? No. Please make it 600 MPa. Is the statement 600 megapascal. Megapascal means 600 Newton per mm square. Okay. To find, it is required to design. What the statement is? It is required to design the gears. Means what you will find? To design the gears means all the dimensions of the gear. So what is the most important dimension? Module. So we have to start with our first dimension to be obtained is module. And based on module, then all other factors like DP dash, DT dash, center distance, HF, phase speed, right? All these parameters are to be calculated. Okay. Now, solution. Whenever we have to design the gears, and if number of teeth are not given, we already seen one formula. Minimum number of teeth. What is that formula? Z minimum is equal to minimum number of teeth on the pinion or gear. Z is equal to 2 upon sine square alpha. We have seen this equation. Yes. Okay. Here alpha is 20 degree. So 2 upon sine square of 20, and this figure is 70.09. You had calculated that. All of you take out calculators. Okay. It means that minimum number of teeth we can take as 80. Okay, so we start from here. Assuming number of teeth on pinion equal to 80. Because design starts from assuming the teeth. Okay? It cannot be calculated. That we have to assume. Once pinion teeth are assumed, then we can calculate teeth on gear by using reduction ratio. But here both are unknown. So in that case we have to assume 1. So Z minimum is for pinion. So Zp is equal to 80. This is the first assumption. Is it clear? Now secondly, in the statement it is mentioned that pinion and gear are made of same material. So this is most important. Again, write out next statement. When pinion and gear are made of same material, pinion and gear are made of same material, pinion is always weaker. Pinion is always weaker. When both are of same material, pinion is always weaker, and hence design is based on pinion. Design is based on pinion. Okay, that means we have to first start designing the pinion, and if module is calculated for pinion, it is always same for the gear also. Yes or no? Module is always same for one pair. If you take one pair of the gears, module is always same for that particular pair, but for second pair that may be different. Okay, so module, first we have to calculate module, and design is based on pinion. Okay, that means whatever equations we use, they will be now with respect to pinion. That is the meaning of this. Okay, now how to find module by here one more statement is given that the design is based on Levy's equation. What is Levy's equation? Levy's equation we studied. Huh? Levy's equation? No, that is Levy's form factor. I am not asking form factor. Levy's equation is SB is equal to M into D into sigma B into 1. This is Levy's equation. This is beam strength. Levy's equation is the equation of beam strength of the gear. So here we have to design the gears based on beam strength. Gears may be designed based on beam strength or based on wear strength. What is the other strength? Wear strength. Beam strength or wear strength. So out of these two we have to design based on beam strength. Okay. Now, so pinion is weaker in this case. So number of teeth on pinion is 18. So how much will be number of teeth on gear? So it is not required right now, but number of teeth on gear, can you find out? I is equal to 4. Speed ratio is given as 4. So using I is equal to 4. What is formula for I? ZG upon ZP. Number of teeth on gear divided by number of teeth on pinion. Or it is also ratio of, yes, will be in terms of speeds, NP upon NG. Okay, or ratio of diameters, D dash T upon D, dP dash upon, sorry, dG dash upon dP dash. Okay, so accordingly I want to know the number of teeth on gears. So ZG is equal to I into ZP. ZP is 18, 4 into 18, 72. So number of teeth on gear is 72. Okay. Now designing means designing based on beam strength. We have obtained one equation, estimation of module based on beam strength. Okay, what is that equation? So I am writing that equation now here. M is equal to 60 into 10 raised to 6 kilowatt CS Fs upon pi Z N CV D by M SUT by 3 into Y and all raised to 1 by 3. Okay, this is the equation to calculate module based on beam strength. Right? There is another equation based on wear strength. Now here we have to design based on beam strength, so we use this. Now, how to tackle this numerical? You can just take whichever is known to you. So tell me which kind of factors are known. Kilowatt, CS, factor of safety, no, then SUT, Z. Now here design is based on pinion. Pinion is weaker. So logic is like this: if you design weaker member first, and if it is safe, the other member is always going to be safe. You understood my point?
Yes, sir.
Pinion is weaker. So if you design pinion, and if pinion is safe, gear is going to be safe. That's why design is always based on which member? Weaker member. You have to first of all determine or find out which one is weaker, and based on that we have to do the design. Okay. So as we are designing based on pinion, so this will become ZP, not Z. Is it clear? N will be obviously NP. Then CV B by N. Now, so ZP is known, NP is known, CV. CV is unknown, but we can find it out. There are three formulae given for CV. Which are the quantities? 3 upon 3 plus B, 6 upon 6 plus B. But all these formulae are based on velocity. Okay? If velocity is less than 10 meter per second, between 10 and 20 and above 20. So here we will make assumption that velocity, assume, so write down, assuming velocity of pinion, or we call it as pitch line velocity of the pinion to be less than 10 meter per second. This is just assumption. Later on we will check whether it is correct or not. Okay? So assuming B is less than 10 meter per second and let B is equal to 5 meter per second. We have assumed one value less than 10, let it be 5. So what is the equation for CV then? CV is equal to, yes everyone? V upon V plus B is the equation for CV. Putting V is equal to 5 meter per second. 0.375. All of you take out calculators. Later on you have to do this calculation also. So now CV is obtained. What about B by M? B by M. B is known, first thing. Whether B is known? Not known, because M is not known. So you cannot know B. Volume is also not known. So both are unknown. But I had given one guideline for B and M. Generally, phase width is taken as 10 times module. Phase width is taken as 10 times module. So what is B by M? Therefore, B by M is equal to 10. Right? We can assume B by M is equal to 10. So this is also done. SUT given. Yes. So we can put this value. Now remaining is Y. How to get Y? P square वगैरह these values are not known to us. There is a table given. I had shown you one table. Okay, now I forgot to put it on the group. So you just take down by referring that table. From the table, Y is equal to 0.308. 0.308. This value is for what? For ZP is equal to 18. That table has number of teeth and values of Y. So you have to just check for 18 what is the value of Y, and that value you have to directly take from the table. Clear? Yes. So now you know all the values. Can you put and find out the M volume? So all of you put the values and tell me value of M. 4.15 millimeter. But this is not a standard value. Now that there is again table for standard values. So from the table we take this value equal to 5 millimeter. Okay. So you can now write selecting M is equal to 5 millimeter. Okay, so module is obtained, you can easily calculate all the dimensions. But our problem doesn't stop here. We have to check whether this value is safe or not. So next step is to write down checking safety of the design. Checking safety of the design. How to check that safety? For that we had seen a few more formulae, as we have yet not used this SB because design is to be based on beam strength. Okay, and we had seen one formula right now. Again, I am giving you that. The formula is for safe design. For safe design, SB should be greater than P effective. Beam strength should be greater than P effective. So SB is equal to P effective into factor of safety. This equation was given to you. Now this is not the assumed factor of safety. By using this, whatever we get is called as which factor of safety? Available factor of safety. That means if you go by 5 as your module, what will be the available factor of safety? That we have to find out. Is it understood? So now first we have to find SB, that is beam strength. So calculating beam strength. Next step. Calculating beam strength. Which equation to be used? SB is equal to MV sigma B Y. Okay? Is it visible? Nice. So using SB is equal to MV sigma B Y. Therefore, module is now we will take this selected value of module. Okay? So 5. B 10 times module. So 10 into 5, 50. Sigma B SUT upon 3. 600 upon 3, 200. And Y? For any number of pins, 0.308. SB is equal to 15400 unit. Beam strength. Beam strength is maximum tangential force. Force means Newton. Okay? Unit of beam strength and also shear strength is Newton. Beam strength is obtained. Now next we have to obtain effective load, P effective. So how to find P effective? There are two equations for P effective. Which are they? P effective is equal to CS QT upon CV. Why not other equation that CS QT plus QT? Here we are finding module. That's why we cannot use also error and other factors or other values are not given. Okay, so we use CSPT plus CSPT upon CV. CS is known, PT we have to find, and also CV. Now corrected value of CV. CV we already obtained that 0.375. But now we cannot use that because velocity will now change depending upon module. Okay, so how to find CV? For using formula of CV, we have to first of all find out velocity. So velocity, right now, pitch line velocity. Yes.
5 dp dash n upon 60.
5 dp dash np upon 60,000 or 60 into 1 power. Okay, this formula for calculating velocity. 5 L upon 60. Therefore, B is equal to diameter of pillion. Pillion diameter. How to find? M into ZP. dP you can calculate by using formula M into ZP. This formula is known to us. Are you understanding or not? Module is 5, ZP is 18. 18 into 5. This is ZP. Sorry, DP. DP dash. NP 1440 divided by 60,000. V is equal to 6.75. 785 meter per second. Pitch line velocity meter per second. Is it correct? It is less than 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It is less than 10 meter per second. Therefore, our assumption was correct. You can write that. Therefore, assumption was correct. Okay, initially we made assumption, now we are checking whether it was correct or not. We cannot proceed with the same assumption. Right? It is less than 10. So we can use that formula. Therefore, CV is equal to 3 upon 3 plus V. All of you put the values, do calculations. 3 upon 3 plus 0.306. Assumed value was different, now this is corrected value 0.306. Okay, so CV is obtained. Now PT. What is PT? Tangential load or tangential force acting on the gear. How do we find it? Formula for PT.
2mt upon
Formula for PT is 2mt upon dp dash. Okay, how that formula comes, that was explained. Torque is equal to force into radius. Based on that, we get P is equal to twice mt upon dp dash. Now, how to find mt? mt मतलब twisting moment. How to find mt? Torque acting on the gear. You can write in words. Torque acting on the gear. mt is equal to, yes, 60 into 10 raised to 6 into kilowatt. Power given in kilowatt upon 2 pi np. Power equal to torque into omega. Based on that equation, we get this. Each and every formula was explained how it comes. Okay. Either you have to derive at that moment or you can memorize. So what is mt? 0.55. Is it correct? 66314. What is unit of mt? Newton? Newton mm. This much Newton mm. Putting this value of mt here, you will get PT. So find out PT now, tangential load. So write down tangential load acting on the pinion, which is same on the gear also. Tangential load PT is equal to, so this gives you PT. How much? 1473.65. 1473.65 Newton. tangential load Newton. Okay. So now PT is also obtained. Can you find out effective load now? So next line, effective load. Therefore, P effective is equal to CS 1.5 PT upon CD 0.306.
45. You take it. Newton.
Unit is Newton. Effective load, tangential load, beam strength, all are forces. Therefore, finding available factor of safety. So using SB is equal to P effective into factor of safety available. Therefore, Fs available is equal to SB upon P effective. SB is 15,400. P effective is 2.1314. Okay, 1. In our gearbox design also we checked available factor of safety, right? Same way we are doing this. Is it greater than assumed value or given value? Given value of factor of safety is 1.5. So it is greater than 1.5. Therefore, design is, tell me, is safe. That means value of module equal to 5 millimeter is okay. That is the meaning of this. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So now we have finalized module is 5 millimeter. Based on module now we can find out all the dimensions. Okay. So thinking M is equal to 5 millimeter. Calculate dp dash, dg dash. So dp dash mzp. One of the write down formula and then do that. M into zp. Module is 5, zp is 18, 90. Always write unit millimeter. dg dash m into zg. Now here you require zg. Initially it was not required, now you require it, right? Zg is 4 times 18, 72. So dg dash m zg 5 into 72 na? 360 millimeter. Center distance, center to center distance.
225.
Center to center distance. 1/2
ZP dash plus ZC dash.
or dp dash plus dg dash. Because dp dash means same zp, dg dash means same zg. Same formula. Okay.
225
225 millimeter. Okay. Then module, HAHF.
HE is 5 mm.
HA is equal to module. So HA is equal to module is equal to 5 millimeter.
HF is 1.25.
HF is 1.25 times module.
6.25.
That is 6.25
mm.
millimeter. This M is module and this is millimeter. This is unit. Don't get confused. HA, HF, phase weight. Phase weight V is equal to 10 times
Module.
module. That is 10 into 5, 50 millimeter. This is the way you can get all the